Hello everyone, I hope you are doing good. So today we are going to have a new unit which is going to be about today and tomorrow, as you see as a title, right? So in this module we are going to discover a lot of new things, okay? Grammar rules, okay, new grammar rules, new set of vocabulary. So let's see the description of the module. So in this module you will learn to talk about the future plans, okay? Future plans, to express your opinion and make predictions about the future, right? To make promises on the spot uh, decisions, offers and requests, right? To say what you must or have to, mustn't or do have to do. To talk about environmental problems. To make suggestions. To invite and to accept and refuse an invitation. To write an email of invitation. So these are all the things that we're going to learn in this module, okay? So maybe they are a little bit, confusing, but let's discover them one by one in the future lessons. So here we go. First lesson in this module is going to be about computer world, right? So as nowadays generation, we are all familiar with computer stuffs like accessories, kind of laptops or desktop, all the things that are related to computers. So we're going to have a kind of vocabulary that are related to this field, okay? For example, printer, screen, keyboard, monitor, mousepad, laptop, speakers, cursor, USB flash drive, and mouse, right? So I would like you to link these pictures with the right words, okay? So when you finish, please, I would like you to move to this text that is going to talk about a computer fair, right? So here you have listen and read. Do the boys enjoy the computer fair? Okay, fair, okay, means an exhibition or like a museum of computers, okay? So the place where new generation or new brand of computers show and provide their products to the consumers, like new computers, accessories, for example, new products that they offer for the consumers, right? So I would like you again to read the text, or at least, let's listen to it, listen to the audio of the text, and try to understand it well. After that, I would like you to read the questions and answer them in handy with the text, right? So here we go.
2. Read. A. Listen and read. Do the boys enjoy the computer fair?
7th Annual Warburn Computer Fair. See the latest in computer technology. Listen to top computer experts speaking. Find some great bargains. Date: Saturday the 8th of April, 9 to 9. Venue: McHill School, Main Hall. Entrance fee only €5.
Hey, Greg, are you going to the computer fair on Saturday?
Computer fair? Where?
At McHill School. It's brilliant. You can see all the latest technology and find some real bargains there.
Sounds good.
I'm going to get a new laptop.
Actually, I need a wireless mouse.
Great! Let's go together.
Hold on, I can't. I'm playing football on Saturday morning.
That's okay. It's open till late. We can go in the afternoon.
Nice one. How are you going to get there?
By bus. So, are you coming?
Why not?
At the computer fair.
You were right about this fair. It's out of this world. This mouse was a real bargain.
Yeah, I love my new laptop. It was so cheap. Are you going to buy anything else?
Yeah, I definitely want a printer. I'm going to check out those printers over there.
Okay, I'm going to get something to drink. Do you fancy anything?
No thanks. Meet you at the exit in a while, okay?
Great, so when you finish listening to the text or at least reading it again, try to answer the questions that you have here, okay? 7 questions. After that, I would like you to pick your workbook, page 48. So the same vocabulary that you have in the activity number 1, okay? So same pictures. Try to notice the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to define the names. Circle them here and write them down in their places, right? Next activity, okay, we have B, complete the sentences with the words in the box, right? So we have certain words here. Okay, bargains, expert, entrance, screen, wireless, fair, USB, flash drive. Okay, so these words, if you notice, you can find them in the text, right? But let's see the definition of each word. So bargains, okay, bargains. Bargains simply means a deal, right? A good deal, for example. When you want, for example, to go to buy something, and you look for the good price to buy that thing, right? Expert. Okay, expert means something that who is really experienced in a field, okay? We say, for example, an expert in physics or an expert on a specific field, right? Entrance. Entrance, yeah, okay, so it's a door, okay, the door. Where you get in a specific huge place, right? For example, the entrance of a mall, for example, or of a city center shop, for example. We have screen, okay, we know it. For example, the laptop screen or the mobile phone screen. Wireless, okay, wireless simply means that, for example, okay, certain devices that has got, you know, the its line, and it works without that line, right? So we call them wireless devices. For example, AirPods, like AirPods, you know, things that works with the certain new techniques, like fair. Okay, fair, we know it, we saw it in the text. Fair, like an exhibition, for example. USB flashcards, okay, we know what is USB, okay, you are familiar with this word. So try to put each word in its place. So when you finish, please, I would like you to go to your student's book again, please. Grammar lesson. Okay, as you see here, we have future going to, right? So going to, we simply call it future arrangement, right? Or future plans, right? So the future with going to is simply in term of rules. It is subject, right? We form it with a subject plus the verb to be going to plus the main or the basic form of the verb, right? Of the main verb. I am going to play, okay? He, she, it is going to play, not plays, right? It's only play, the base form of the verb. We, you, they are going to play, okay? Pay attention to the agreements of the subject, okay, and the verb to be, okay? We say I am, he, she, it is, we, you, they are going to, right? So same is like going to in negative form, okay? We simply add not, right? It's like the present simple of verb to be in negative, right? I am not, he is not, she is not, it is not, we, you are, they are not going to play, right? So it's really that simple. And in the question form, okay, so you try to invert the subject and the verb, right? Verb to be, okay, which is the auxiliary of the future going to, right? So I am going to play, it becomes am I going to play? Is he, is she, is it going to play? Are we going to play? So it's like you make a kind of inversion of the subject and the verb, right? So as we said, this is we use the future going to talk about our plans, okay? So let's have a look at some times of expressions, right? Okay, time expressions like we use, for example, tomorrow, tonight, soon, next month, or next year, this week, this month, in an hour, you are, okay? So basically, these are some words that we use in order to indicate the use of future with going to, right? The use, okay? When do we use, for example, or where do we use the future going to? So we use the future going to for something we intend to do in the future, right? So something we are planning to do in the future, something we are arranged to do in the future. So note, we use present progressive for actions we are arranged to do in the future. I am definitely buying a printer at the fair on Saturday, right? So these are some the full form and short form of the affirmative, future going to, negative form, and the question form and short answers, right? Time expressions, we saw them, and the use, right? So this is all about the rule of future going to, right? So we have here present progressive with future meaning, okay? So we can use the present progressive to talk about the future arrangement. We are having a party next Saturday, right? So both of them are, okay, used present progressive, and future going to are used, both of them, to talk about okay, future plans, right, or future arrangements, right? Exercises. We have complete the sentences using the future going to of the verbs in box, right? So here, for example, you have, hey, guess what? My dad, okay, me, a new computer, okay? So you are going to choose one of these verbs and put them in the right places, but the main important thing in this lesson is that to make it in the future going to, right? So we have stay, have, help, watch, get, not come, try to choose the correct one and put it in its place. Okay, so when you finish, please again go back to your workbook. Next activity, we have look at Rob's schedule and complete the sentences using the future going to, right? So we have some kind of four, okay, plans, okay, future plans, okay, for example, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For example, number one, we have Monday. Go to fun fair with Belly and Joe. Stay at home. So this cross means, okay, negative form of go to, right? So you are going to make it on the future going to, right? So simply are going to make it like Rob isn't, okay, go to means isn't going to, right? Either you are going to make it like going to go to the fanfare or isn't going to the fanfare with Billy and Joe on Monday. And you are going to say he's going to stay home, okay, or he's planning to stay home, right? So these are like the future plans of Rob's. Try to make them here, okay, using the future going to, right? Next activity, so it's the same, still have 3 ones, put them here, and complete the dialogue. Use the future going to of the verbs between brackets. So here it depends, you maybe put them in the negative form, affirmative form, or the question form. It depends on the situation. You have to put these verbs in the correct places using future going to, right? Last activity, it's basically communication activity, right? So we have certain 5 statements. You're going to link them with their answers, like for example number 1. Okay, which one is going to suit it in this from these sentences or phrases in the box? Okay, so try to make this activity. Then please, I'd like you to go back to student's book so that to make the pronunciation activity, right? You have here listen and repeat. Okay, what's the difference between A and B? Okay, A and B, we have, if you read it correctly, it's going to be like check, 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 A, and B, cheap, cheap, E, check, E, cheap, E. Okay, you see the difference between these two vowels. Okay, so this is a kind of stop, it's a stop vowel, okay, and this is a long vowel. It's like short vowel, long vowel, right? So try to listen and cross, okay, or tick the right place from these two ones.
4. Pronunciation. A. Listen and repeat. What's the difference between A and B?
A. Check. B. Cheap.
B. Listen and tick the sound you hear.
Check. Cheap. Screen. Exit. Technology. Keyboard. Fee. Speaker. Entrance.
Great, it seems to be clear. Okay, so try to make this activity, then move on to the last one or last activity, which is about speak and write. Okay, so discuss. Okay, in pairs we cannot have the ability of making this activity in pairs, so we are going to discuss it like individually, right, as we do in most of these lessons, right? So discuss your plans for the weekend. Okay, instead of weekend, I would like you to make it in the coming days. Okay, let's put it after the quarantine, right? Try to discuss your plans after the quarantine, right? What are you going to do, okay, on Saturday? I'm going to, for example, you are going to state your plans. Sounds great. What about you in the afternoon? Okay, and answer. Okay, so try to pick like 2 questions and 2 answers, right? Write them down, try to send them back to me, right? Last one, write few sentences about your plans for the weekend, right? Okay, as I said, delete this weekend and make it after the quarantine, right? Try to write some sentences, okay, about your plans, okay, after the quarantine, right? Most important thing is that you have to use this thing, okay, the future going to. Okay, I'm going to do something, I'm going to visit, for example, a beautiful place. Okay, it depends, it's up to you. Okay, it's your writing. Write down whatever you feel good about, right? So it's all about this lesson today. I hope you understand the lesson clearly. See you